Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 2 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 18. And today's sketch is by the lovely Scrappy Sisters. And it has some mixed media, which of course I love. Has a place for a couple of pictures, which I thought these were the perfect ones. I am also documenting my 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos this week. So these are just an everyday pictures, but they made me think he looked like he was going on a safari. So I thought using Into the Wild by Simple Stories would be a great way to use up more of these animals and things. So I've got just a few 6x8 papers left and some scraps. Then I've got some embellishments, quite a few like wordy bits, some more animal stickers, things like that. So I'm hoping to get some more of that used up on this layout. I do have some mixed media and a stencil. So I've got my papers, my inks, my embellishments, my pictures in this awesome sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I started by cutting out my papers because I wanted to get an idea for what I was going to use. And I liked both of these pattern papers that have like all the animals in the background. Because there's going to be so much mixed media, I felt like even though that one is kind of a white base, it would be fine. And so I cut those out first and then I just start inking through this. I think it's like a cow pattern. It is a Simple Stories stencil 6x6, and I start by using my ground espresso, and then I'm going to come in afterwards with frayed burlap. And so I put it in the bottom left, the top right, and then I'm going to put it in the top left as well, because on the sketch there is some more mixed media up in that top part. I considered doing some splattering as well, but I really felt like this was enough, especially because there's some smaller spots on here, and I have some unfinished spots, which I really actually like. Sometimes you want a real clear stencil, but sometimes I like this kind of unfinished little bit that's going on. It just seems more natural, I guess. So I am kind of getting an idea for where I want everything to lay down. And also I'm trying to get an idea for, I'm putting the title on here. And I'm actually putting the title pretty much where they have it. And that is exciting because, I usually move things around. So I put my picture on this 4x6 picture on this pattern paper, and I'm going to put that down. And then I put this right here because this is my title. That way I know I don't want to cover him any more than I already do. Like I barely cover like the bottom of his arm. I do not want to cover the rolls. Y'all see those rolls, right? So like I'm moving my picture over and down a little more than the sketch is calling for, because I didn't want to cover him up. Now I did consider flip-flopping the pictures and putting the bigger picture to the right and the smaller one to the left, because it was only going to cover part of the little play mat he's on. But I changed my mind and decided I wanted to stick with it this way because I wanted to put the title on here like this, and having it sit on top of that other picture fits and works really well for me. And then she's got this monkey on the left side of this bigger picture. I put this like bear with the journaling space in the middle because I thought, A, it's really cute, and B, I just thought that it fit everything, because his outfit is not actually like wild animals, it's dinosaurs. But between that and the hat, he absolutely looks like he's on a safari. So we're leaning into that, y'all. So I put all the different animals on here. I've got a giraffe and a lion. I've got the bear. I've got a panda, a penguin, a toucan, and a snake, and an iguana. Like, I had all those animals on here, and he's got dinosaurs on. It's fine with me. On his car seat, which is what he's sitting in that bottom picture, he's fallen passed out asleep in the car seat at the end of the day. He had a long day on safari. But anyway, his little thing that goes over the handle of his car seat that entertains him in the car has like a lion, a koala, a snake, and something else on it. And so I thought I would leave that part of the picture in instead of cutting it out because, he went on a safari. He gathered some animals while he was on safari. So, but I didn't get a koala on here because I don't think I have one left in this collection. If I end up finding one, I probably will add it just because there is a koala, but I do have the lion on here and everything. But anyway, so I get all that on there. I get the title down. I made sure that the title laid to where that tree was coming out from between the S and the A so you can see more of it. And I put like this little safari Jeep up here. And then I'm going to put the lion up there too and a map. I originally thought I'd put this little Go Wild underneath the word safari, but I didn't like the way it looked. So I moved it over here and just kind of added it to the little cluster at the bottom with the giraffe and the leaves, the little boots and that little satchel. And then I put that hat, the safari hat on the bear. And I decided I really, really liked it because, AJ's got this freaking adorable hat on and he leaves it on. Like, he's so good about leaving it on as long as it doesn't get in his face. And typically, like, I'll flap it up. But I think I had taken it down so I could take the picture. But he typically leaves that stuff alone, which is fantastic. His mother, I could not say the same. She took every bow I ever put on her off of her head. Fine, whatever. So anyway, I build up the cluster over here above the title. I build up a little bit of a cluster on top underneath this bear. I put like little leaf and then the panda bear like Brad over there. I put some Morty bits on here. The one on the top says Caution Wild One. And then Hakuna Matata, I put over there underneath the word Safari. And then Enjoy the Ride, Safari Squad. And then I am adding this little bit down here. It's got like a tiger print. And it says, In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle. Because the next line to that song is The Lion Sleeps Tonight. And that is what is happening. My grandson is asleep. And so, and then I journal on the little bear. And I call it done. I love the sketch. I love the Scrappy Sisters. They are phenomenal. I love watching them and how they create. Added bonus, I love their accents. So, but anyway, so I hope you'll go check them out. And of course, the playlist for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 18. You can find how people are creating on Instagram and on YouTube by doing the hashtag, which you should find in the description box. And then my hope is to be here every day this month. I started on day 19. Yes, I know I've lost my mind. And now day 2 is the second one I've done. So now I need to go back and do day 1. But anyway, my plan is to be here all month. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. I would also love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.